Hey everybody, it's me, Sven Sharpen here, bringing you day number 89 of Let's Talk About Autism. Before we get started, hit the like and subscribe button down below. It'll help me out quite a lot. Yesterday, I talked about autistic innovation and how it goes a really long way. Like, it'll create more convenient technology, it'll create technology to save lives, and overall just makes the world a better place. And at the end of that video, I mentioned there was a problem facing autistic innovation, and I'm making good on that promise today. Autistic innovation in the current society just isn't recognized and is downright repressed because, well, there's a whole lot of reasons for this. First off, you're not allowed to do the same things that you're good at. You're forced to do something new. I mean, I'm not against learning new things, but when you can't continually innovate on something you're already good at, that's gonna serve as a barrier to you. Next, you're just not allowed to think outside the box, so you can't really think your own way. You're forced to think in a way that the school system or whatever system, the special education system, wants you to. You're not allowed to think in your own way, and problems like this, you're not allowed to have your own unique handwriting, which everyone has their own unique handwriting, but when you're in school, that just doesn't exist, especially elementary school. I mean, I get that penmanship is a big thing that people should learn, but once you've learned it, you can definitely morph it into your own way as long as it's readable as what you're actually writing. And in pretty much all cases, it is. And autistics are no different. And this is a big problem. And we really got to do something about that. If autistics can't innovate, if we can't think outside the box, if we have good ideas that are just not listened to or never heard, or or even thought of in the first place, like, you're just asking for a lot of problems. And arguably, I think there's a systemic reason for this. The reason autistics aren't allowed to freely innovate, to freely express their creativity and do the things that we want to do, is because the systems in place are afraid that because we tend to be very intelligent, that we're going to take over their positions. And they really should be afraid of that, because we could run society way better than the crazy people currently running it could. But aside from that, I might make a whole video about that later. But aside from the fear, the systemic fear that we autistics are going to take over their positions, but let's be honest, they should be afraid of that. And the reason they're repressing us is that fear. And they also just want to keep all the power to themselves, and they want all the credit for the innovation of the world, and they don't want us to get any of it. And they're really just trying to keep us poor in a lot of ways, because arguably our creativity and our passion and our innovation is one of the only ways we can actually be successful in life right now. And you should be able to have a career based on that. And the society is set up in a way, it's almost rigged to where you just can't do that. Where, oh, you want to be able to have this mathematician job, you need this 4 to 8 year college degree that's out of reach for you. Or you want to work on maps or something, oh, you need a master's degree, even though you're already smarter than someone with a master's degree at this thing that you're really good at. It's absolutely nuts. And this kind of system just isn't going to stand. I can't accept my life working in retail if I'm really good at something and can definitely change the world for the better. Like, even going as far as to save lives. The fact that that is being repressed, that we have the ability to save lives and that's not being recognized, that's really going to get under my skin. Because we can be the hero, but they don't want us to be the hero, because they're trying to push a narrative to where we're all uncreative and unable to do things for ourselves. And arguably they want us to comply with that sort of thing. And we're not going to let it happen. So what my organization, once I get it started, is going to do is it's going to certainly encourage creativity. We're going to have lessons on it and lessons on how to fight back against a system against it. Like, just do your innovation anyway, and the school has no right to impair that. So do what you want, and you should be allowed, and we will give you all the support you need, but we're going to have creativity. We're going to be allowed to innovate. We can do some really amazing things, like make cars deliver themselves on their own, maybe cure cancer, invent quantum computing, and land on Mars, or, amazing, awesome things that we should have the right to do and are definitely capable of doing. We're going to support for that. We're going to have a voice for that. I vow to provide all of that to everybody who's on the spectrum or just neurodivergent in general. So much good to offer. We got to get that recognized. That's what the AFN is going to be known for. And, that's what we need. That's what God makes us for. We're made to innovate. So yeah, that was day number 89. I will see you on day 90. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.